heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright, I'll link as flowers, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in a show, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does light each day. When we see the golden sun shining from above, we are mindful of the Buddha's love. For us all is pure compassion, shares its steadfast glow. By his doctrine, wisdom's way to show. When we see the silver moon gleaming in the sky, we remember still our Lord is nigh. By his blessed law to guide us through this earthly night, out of sorrow into joy and light. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida.
Mako Aloha. Welcome to Puna Hongwanji Buddhist Temple, Eitaikyo Major Service. Welcome, welcome. We'll begin our service with ancient chanting, Sangha. チャンティングスートラ十世芸。
無所無相
Now we do have a message by Reverend Hironaka. Again, he is supposed to come to Puna Hongwanji and he is supposed to share his message with us in person. However, due to COVID-19, he couldn't come to Big Island here, but graciously he offered his video message. So today, as we observe Eitaikyo Sangha Memorial Service, we are so honored to listen to Reverend Hironaka, Lahaina Hongwanji Mission's message.
On this solemn occasion of Eitaikyo, General Sangha Memorial Service of Puna, Nalehu, and Pahara Hongwanji Mission, I'd like to extend my deepest appreciation for all the Puna, Nalehu, and Pahara Hongwanji members who have passed away up to present time. Eitaikyo is Japanese word that is short for Eitai Dokkyo. Eitai means perpetual, and Dokkyo means chanting sutra. Therefore, this service is observed with the hope that a temple will continue perpetually and Buddha Dharma will be transmitted to future generations. I am very honored to be able to deliver Jodo Shinshu teachings at this moment. I also pay my deepest respect and gratitude to all the past resident ministers, Okusan ministers' wives, and who were at Puna Nalehu Pahara Hongwanji. Also importantly, special congratulations for honorees of Puna Hongwanji Distinguished Sangha Service Award. It is my big hope that you will continue on the path of enriched life of Onenbutsu and enjoy the life with Puna Hongwanji Mission. And especially, I would like to thank Reverend Satoshi Kaimipono Tomioka for me to be able to do this at this time. He is younger than me, taller than me, more handsome than me, and smarter than me, everything better than me. So I don't like him too much. Just joking, but as I am one of the senpai ministers in Hawaii Kyodan, I'd like to thank each one of you for your kind support for Reverend Tomioka. He is our future of Hawaii Kyodan, and I humbly ask for your continued compassionate support for his propagation of the teachings of Shinran Shonin. My images of Puna Hongwanji are about many things, such as bountiful meals and poo-poo, especially deep fried fish, opihi, which I cannot eat, I'm sorry, warabi, namako sea cucumber, Buick that used to be sensei car, lau-lau, Jinkai ladies, and fun enriched history of devout Nembutsu followers. This is temple of Onenbutsu. This is temple of uttering of Nammandav, Nammandav, Nammandav. I still remember Mr. Kakugawa, who was good at financial management for any organization. I remember one day when I was at Hongwanji, I called him and asked him to teach me how to check the Kyodan budget, which item should be questioned. He took time and kindly taught me how he checked his proposed budget. Pahare na leku, I have connection because one of my relatives, my mother's cousin, was there as resident minister, Reverend Hironobu Kishigami. I feel kinship with those temples, and I was looking forward to visiting Puna Hongwanji excitedly. But unfortunately, it couldn't happen due to COVID-19. It is sad, but it's okay. I will look for next time. COVID-19 is making Hamburg for us. I think sometimes in this way, if COVID-19 is over, it will be all okay. But Jodo Shinshu teachings reminded me that the cause of my suffering is not by COVID-19. Instead, I am creating my own suffering by my self-centered mind. Suffering is not caused by outside circumstances, but caused by my inside self-nature. So, the person of Nembutsu's life is not affected more than necessary by outside conditions, and they can adjust to changing conditions, just like water streaming in a river. They can ride through all living conditions, and they can find enriched, joyful Nembutsu life, no matter what. So now, I'd like to share about the story of one of the Lahaina Hongwanji members, BW members, who passed away about 6 years ago, whose name was Mrs. Fumie Shinyama. Although she did not hold position like president or director, she was very active member of BWA, simple BWA member, but I must say that she was one of the backbones of Lahaina Hongwanji and also BWA. As I raise my 4 children, I have wishes for them. I hope they will go to temple when they get older. I hope they will be very kind and gentle to others. I hope they will enjoy their lives until very end with Amida Buddha. As I think about these wishes, the person I think about is Fumie Shinyama. Most parents hope that their children will not monkutare or complain too much, that they will concentrate just on what they are doing and not be concerned about what others are doing. I never saw Fumie-san was upset. She was very humble, never complaining, just enjoying whatever she is doing, helping others. I understand that she was hard of hearing, no can listen, but I'm sure that it didn't bother her very much. If I could not hear very well, I probably would be grumpy, monkutare, complain all the time, and would desperately try to find good ear doctor. But Fumie-san looked like she did not care whether she could listen or not. She fully enjoyed her life as she was. Our ordinary thought is those who have good ear can have happy life. Those who do not have suffering time. But having life with Fumie-san made me always think of importance of trying not to be attached to things. Whatever opportunity to hold Dharma service is wonderful thing. So I decided to have just Dharma service with her at her room with all other families. During Dharma talk story with Fumie-san, she questioned me. Only one thing which I will never forget. And it was first Dharma question from Fumie-san. When I said, Fumie-san, just omakase yo, just let go. Just entrust in Amida Buddha. Then Fumie-san looked at me and said, "Sensei, I don't have to do anything, no?" I responded, No, we have nothing to do about it. Just let Amida-san work for it. Just let Amida Buddha do it. I thought it was beautiful seeing Buddhist dialogue. I was so happy to hear the question. Usually, when people get in serious situation, they begin to think, what shall I do? Help me, what can I do? But Fumie-san's way was opposite way. More non-attachment and non-calculating way. Sensei, I don't have to do anything, no? She just wanted to confirm with me that she was right or not. She caught most of the core of the teaching way before, and it remained with her at the end of her life. I guessed to myself, if MD tells me I will die soon in ICU, I may become crazy to get peaceful mind from something else. But if I am going to get peaceful mind from outside, I will not be able to get it. Fumie-san was in peaceful stage of helping others, such as tell what to do for her funeral service, tell I am fine to her friends with her joke. This is ideal of Mahayana Buddhist. Benefiting of others is benefiting to myself. As a result, the one can feel true and real ease, not only happiness that people are seeking. Fumie-san kept listening to the core of Amida's story, the origination of Onenbutsu, over the years and years. It made it possible for her to be humble, thinking of others, still using that time of joke because she knew that there is no peaceful mind in others. She knew that she is already in peace and mercy. Just rely on Amida Buddha's great mother-like mind. Renya Shonin said in his letter, in order to attain the entrusting heart, you do not need wisdom or learning. It is not question of whether you are rich and noble or poor and destitute, whether you are good or evil, male or female. The essential point is to give up various practices and take refuge in the right practice, that is, the Nembutsu. He teaches us importance of giving up. The first sentence of our creed, we rely upon Amida Buddha with our whole heart for the enlightenment in the life to come, abstaining from all sundry practices and teachings, and giving up the trust in our imperfect self. So through the example of Fumie-san, her final behavior gave us, we should learn how we can reach the state of Fumie-san's final moment, because she knew this essence. She did not ask me, what shall I do, Sensei? Instead, she said, I don't have to do anything, no, Sensei, Namandabu. I can say that she was in a perfect ease, stage of changing the fully entrust whole body into Amida Buddha's great wisdom and compassion. What we can do is, we should keep listening to the origination of Nembutsu. Why Nembutsu reaches out to you. How Nembutsu reaches out to you. How long did it take to reach out to you? That tells how precious you are for one recitation of Nembutsu as you give or entrust your imperfect self. Important aspect on this story is Amida Buddha's power of primal vow is to nurture those who are not willing to recite Namamida Butsu. Raise them to be able to recite the Nembutsu. Transform them towards to the Pure Land so that human beings can see the truth and all be taken to Amida's Pure Land. Everything I need to do is already designed by Amida Buddha. He is trying to make me realize, make me recite Nembutsu, and to just entrust in his primal vow. So, as I recall last days of Fumie-san, the reason why she was trying to be simple, abstaining from all other practices, and just relying on Amida Buddha, it's because it was all done by activities of Amida Buddha. His deal of primal vow, the power, other power. It does not ask for any work or practice from us. It does not require anything for us to do. But just gently embrace, come as you are. Come as you are. Take off all your burdens from your back. Don't worry, I will carry for you. Just come as you are. Please call my name. So on this day of Eitaikyo, let us reflect upon ourselves through the memory of all those who were backbone of Puna Nareku Pahara Hongwanji, and move toward listening to the calling voice of Amida Buddha that comes from your mouth. The compassionate Amida Buddha is the Buddha who becomes your voice and nestle within you. Please put your hands together in Gassho. I like to conclude my message with the recitation of Amida's name, which calling us, come as you are, come as you are. Namamida Butsu, Namamida Butsu. Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Very much, Reverend I. Hironaka, for your message on our Eitaikyo major service, Sangha Memorial Service. So usually every year on Eitaikyo major service time, we're having our world service to show our appreciation to those members who made a great contribution to the temple and then communities. However, again, this year due to COVID-19, we couldn't have in-person presentations. So therefore, today we would like to share a video with you about the presentations. And one thing is that the sound can be soft. So you may have to volume up, can be so soft. So try to change your volume and then listen to carefully. But the sound audio can be soft, so try to make adjustments. So now we want to share the video with you.
This year, the Puna Hongwanji Mission Distinguished Sangha Service Award, we have 3 individuals that we'll be honoring. They were picked for their dedication to the temple, service to the community, and also be inspirational to other members. On behalf of Puna Hongwanji Mission, I would like to congratulate the 3 awardees. And because of the COVID virus, we do not do this live, and we'll be doing it online presentations. Thank you.
Okay, our first honoree for the Puna Hongwanji Distinguished Sangha Service Award is Mrs. Kiyosumi. Mrs. Sumi joined Puna Hongwanji in 1977. At Puna, she is a member of the BWA, the Bread and Ampang Group, the Keao Tobang, and is a volunteer with Project Dharma. Mrs. Sumi is, as we all know, is a very hard worker and is always at work meetings for events like the bazaar, obon, general cleanup, and whenever help is needed. She is not only a hard worker, but also is a mentor to the younger people. She is always willing to pass on her knowledge and guides us in the proper way of doing things in the kitchen and in life as a whole. She is involved in the community as a member of the Keao Machi Kumiai. Mrs. Sumi remembers a funny story when she joined the temple. The older women were in the kitchen working, and she wanted to help but was told that, "You are too young. You have to be over 70 years old to come into the kitchen, so just do as we say." Over the years, Mrs. Sumi has seen Puna Hongwanji change from one that serves the immediate community to one that serves a much wider area. When asked if there was any particular event that she felt particularly good about, she said, "The bazaar." She still remembers how proud she felt when some friends just happened to be visiting from Japan, and they were so amazed at the size of the bazaar and the variety of goods that were being sold. They were impressed by how the congregation worked together to put on such a huge event. She also mentions that she appreciates the cinder sale.
私の考えで今が一番最大限にもいいこのお寺さんよ、いい時じゃないかなってそれだけしか言われない。
Mrs. Sumi thinks that the best time for Puna Hongwanji is now, but is concerned because up till now members of the temple were brought up in the Buddhist religion, but now she sees that the younger generation has a choice and is choosing other religions instead.
昔の言葉に三尺下がって死の影を踏まず、やはりその死後上の人は上の人として見るべきっていう意味合いでしょうね。三尺下がって死の影を踏まずっていうのは意味合いとしては、ここはもう上の人でもなく友達みたいなあれでいいかもしれないけど、ここはアメリカの国だからいいかもしれないけど、日本人だったらね、そういうところが今でもあるのね、はっきり言うから。それが本当の日本人としての行儀一つの。
She advises the future generation to listen to and respect the experienced older members. She says that even though you can be friendly and joke around with the older people, you should never forget that they deserve your utmost respect.
だから、ケルちゃん、バイちょっとでこう別れる、あれよりちょっと、あれした私あれで絶対済まされないの。うちの親がね、あんなことしよったからね、一番しながら頭下げて、こんにちは、よう来てくられました言うてね、よう来ましたね言うて、ありがとうございましたちょっと言ってから、こうああいうふうな言い方で親があんなことしよったのよ。 だからね、ケルちゃんがなんかわざわざね、こうあれしてきてくれる。あれをただバイバイって別れられないの。だからね、ちょっとあれして、今日は天気ありがとうございましたっていう本当に感謝の気持ちで、あっちいつもこうやって送りよるなとかさ、あれよ、ちょっとあれだけ。
She also says that people should truly show their gratitude. This is one thing that Mrs. Sumi does all the time. Whenever anyone goes to her home, she always comes out to the driveway as they are leaving, bows deeply, and waves goodbye until they are out of sight.
Puna Hongwanji Mission Distinguished Service Sangha Service Award presented to Mrs. Kiyosumi. This award is presented to a Puna Sangha member who has contributed to the betterment of the temple and the Puna community. In deepest gratitude, Reverend Eric Matsumoto, Bishop, Honpa Hongwanji Mission.
この度にこのような賞をいただき、誠にありがたく感謝いたします。とても嬉しゅうございます。これもその都度皆様方の温かい助けがあったからだと思っております。ありがとうございました。今後ともによろしくお願いいたします。
Hello, my name is Robin Sato, and I have the great honor to introduce one of Puna Hongwanji Buddhist Temple's Distinguished Sangha Service Award recipient for 2020. I get to introduce Roy Takeshi Toma to you, but all my life I have known him as Uncle Roy, so I will be referring to him as Uncle Roy. He became a member of Puna Hongwanji after Grandpa Toma passed away in 1981. He still remembers Jimmy Kuwahara telling him, "You were in the army, right?" When he said yes, he was told, "Okay, go research the names of the Puna area residents that were killed in action in the Korean and Vietnam conflict." He said, as a new member, how could he say no? It wasn't an easy task, but he got it done. The monument on the front lawn of the temple now has a plaque that contains the names of those killed in action during the Korean and Vietnam conflict. Uncle Roy has held various leadership positions, like being on the board of directors and being the chairperson for events like Memorial Day, Choba, Hilo's Tobang, Mother's Day, Bazaar, and is currently the membership chair and is looking for someone to take his place for next year. Yeah. He was the Bazaar chairperson for 3 years under Reverend Ikeda. Uncle Roy has always advocated fellowship and feels that's what keeps the membership close.
I always advocated fellowship, and that's what keeps the membership close. I look forward to doing church activities, and this goes back when we were doing the renovation, the centennial renovation, and we were Akeshi Hashimoto was the chairman at that time, and as we were doing the renovations, we always had Bud Light beer to satisfy our thirst after work. And somebody in the membership says, "Oh, you folks drink too much beer." So Akeshi told that person that if you were to hire a contractor, it would cost $20,000 to $30,000, and thereafter we had no problem. But that was the funny point about our renovation.
Cost
Yeah.
us less to feed you folks beer than
That's
to give.
right. That's right.
If you know Uncle Roy, then you know after working hard, he will always have a sake bottle ready to share with everyone and makes you feel welcome. So, what do you envision the temple to be in the future?
Hopefully, we will have a younger generation or members, siblings join our church and take over. As currently our membership, I think, is in the average age is about almost 80 or 70, 75, 80. And we need to have younger people take over the church.
Is advice to the future generation temple members?
Try to maintain the current bylaws and accept other non-Oriental members to our congregation. And give everyone who volunteers to be a committee chair or involved with the church movement.
I asked the Toma and Takamori nieces and nephews to describe Uncle Roy in only one word. The words I received were sociable, generous 3 times, sake, laughing, banzai, honorable, family, leader, selfless, compassionate, reliable, and funny. I also received brings people together and the life of the party.
And hopefully COVID will be over soon, early next year, and with vaccine, then we can continue to have our fellowship sessions and karaoke soon.
Puna Hongwanji Mission Distinguished Sangha Service Award presented to Mr. Roy Toma. This award is presented to the Puna Sangha member who has contributed to the betterment of the temple and the Puna community. In deepest gratitude, Reverend Eric Matsumoto, Bishop, Pompa Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii. We also have a certificate from the temple, and it reads, Puna Hongwanji Mission Distinguished Sangha Service Award presented to Roy Toma in grateful appreciation for your outstanding dedicated service to the Sangha and your community, presented on this first day of November 2020. Signed by Jason Hashimoto, President, Reverend Satoshi Tomioka, Resident Minister. Now you can say a few words.
And who's next with the envelope? Yeah. I didn't expect any kind of recognition, but thank you very much. Puna is number one. We always will attain that status. I think as long as we have good leadership like you guys, and the membership supports you folks, we'll be here for the next 120, 50 years more. Thank you. And of course, a lot to do with my wife. I gotta give her plenty of credit. 1% and 99 for me. Thank you.
It is with honor I introduce one of this year's Puna Hongwanji Distinguished Sangha Service Awardee. He is my good friend, Glenn Yasuo Watarita. Glenn attended Pahoa Elementary and High School. He graduated high school in 1965. After high school, he joined the Hawaii Army National Guard and went to basic training at Fort Ord, California. He was attending Hawaii Community College, well, what in those days was called Hawaii Technical School, when the Hawaii National Guard was activated in May 1968 during the Vietnam conflict. He was stationed at Schofield Barracks on Oahu, and his duty MOS was infantryman. The National Guard was deactivated in December 1969. He re-enlisted and served with the Hawaii Army National Guard for 30 years. He retired as a unit first sergeant with headquarters, Company 2nd Battalion, 299th Infantry. Due to the activation of the National Guard, he was unable to complete his schooling at Hawaii Technical School. While working for SK Oda Construction, he was in the Hawaii Carpenters Union Apprenticeship Program and received his journeyman's carpenter certificate. Other construction companies he worked for was Glenn Construction, Hilo Construction, and Sonomura Contracting. His last place of employment was with the State of Hawaii, Department of Accounting and General Services. He retired from DAGS with 26 years of service as the building maintenance supervisor. After getting married, Glenn and Janet moved to Pahoa. He started getting involved with organizations within the Pahoa Japanese community. He became a member of the Pahoa Nikkei Jinkai and became one of the younger active members. He held many positions on the board of directors and chaired committees. He is also a past president. Glenn is also a member of the Pahoa Senior YBA and has been its president for the past 42 years. Pahoa Senior YBA sponsors the annual Bone Dance in the Pahoa community. Thanks to Glenn's commitment to the Bone Dance, has continued all these years and continues today. He is also a member of the Kiupahoa Kumiai. He also served as its president. At one time, this kumiai was the largest in Pahoa, but today it is one of 2 kumiais that are active. Many of its members have passed away and moved out of the community. The Japanese community was at one time the largest community in Pahoa, but today Glenn and Janet are one of the few Japanese families still residing in Pahoa. Glenn was also involved with the Hilo JCs and Puna Lions. He held positions and chaired projects for these groups. Today, he is also a member of the Big Island National Guard Retirees Association.
Okay, the event that I feel, Puna Hongwanji, because thanks to Reverend Earl Ikeda, he started the Interfaith Memorial Day service when he became assigned to Puna Hongwanji. But being a veteran, I see, it's at this Memorial Day service, we as Puna Hongwanji members, we should be very, thankful and proud because we're doing this for the veterans. They sacrifice the ultimate sacrifice, for this, for our freedom. And and I see all the veterans that come to attend this Memorial Day service. You can see that they really appreciate that. We haven't forgotten those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. So again, thank you to the Puna Hongwanji Interfaith Memorial Day Committee members, and we should continue this annual theme. Again, thank you, and to those ladies and the committee that do all the flower bouquet for the monuments. And again, as a Memorial Day Committee member, I say thank you very much.
Glenn has been a Sangha member of Puna Hongwanji since 1978. He has served on the board of directors for many years and still does today. He has served as first, second, third, fourth vice president over the years. He has chaired most major projects at the temple. They include Bazaar, Obol, Interfaith Memorial Day Service, General Cleanup, Temple Repair and Maintenance, Temple Sustainability Advisory Committee, and has served as a committee member on many committees. He is also part of the yard maintenance group that helps mow our large yard twice a month. He was at one time the advisor for the Puna Junior YBA. He is presently president of the Pahoa Shibu, which is a branch of Puna Hongwanji. Glenn was instrumental in reactivating the Puna Hongwanji Senior YBA in 2002. He served as its first president and is still an active member and advisor. Glenn served on the Puna Hongwanji Centennial Committee as co-chair of the temple repair projects. There were many repair and construction projects that was done during a 2-year period. He was able to get members to come out and help at these projects. Many of the members who came out were not active members at that time, but are active members today thanks to his efforts. Some of the projects were parsonage renovation, social hall renovation, temple sidewalk, columbarium renovation, and many others that improved our temple. Glenn, what changes have you seen over the years as being a member of Puna Hongwanji for 40 plus years?
Because I look at it, Puna Hongwanji, when you first join, I see the like the old style. You get all the cliques and then always monku. The members always monku. So I look at it, the members now today, they work more on cohesiveness and and Puna Hongwanji get more exposure in the community. So that's a change I see since that I became a member.
Glenn can get people to help and work together. People are willing to help him. The reason for this, I feel, is that he is willing to help others when he is asked. There was this one time that Glenn and I had talked things over and they wanted him to be president, and he said that he will not be president. Even if they come asking, he's not going to be president. So I said, okay, you're not going to be president, then I'm not going to sit on the board also. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So when the nominating committee, which consists of a lot of the elders in Pohoa, the older generation, went to see Glenn, guess what happened? Glenn said, yes, he'll be president. So I guess I couldn't say no, so I ended up being treasurer for Glenn. Glenn being someone who wants to help and cannot say no, that's how he is, that he'll accept. When I told Glenn that he was going to be recognized for this award, he said, no need. I do these things not to be recognized, but because I want to. That is how he is. This award is presented to a Puna Sangha member who has contributed to the betterment of the temple and the community. In deepest gratitude, Reverend Eric Matsumoto, Bishop, Puna Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii. Puna Hongwanji Mission Distinguished Sangha Service Award presented to Glenn Watarita in grateful appreciation for your outstanding dedicated service to the Sangha and your community. Presented on this first day of November 2020. Signed by President Jason Hashimoto, Resident Minister Reverend Satoshi Tomioka.
Okay, I just want to say, like I told you, when Jason called me, he told me, you know what, you're going to be recognized for this distinguished Puna Hongwanji Distinguished Sangha Service Award. I thought, what? Although not April, but April Fool at the chair. I don't like this kind of award. When you do it, when Jason covered, I say, when you do this thing, I do it for a temple, the organization. So I said, go find somebody else. He told me, no, they got your name. I thought, what? Not the past president. He said, no, get one committee. I said, huh? So anyway, I just want to say, again, to the committee and to all, your executive board members, especially, Clifford, Jason, and all the executive, even Robin Sato being on the executive committee, with you folks, I gotta tell thank you, because you folks the ones, the leaders, make the Puna Hongwanji, in the future. So I just want to say thank you, and to my wife, she the backbone, she told me, you can do that. That's why I said, she the boss. Even though I was, in the military, I was the unit first sergeant. She said she's the first sergeant at home, so I gotta listen it. As I the kid that side. As I in the military, being first sergeant, I take care of the duty roster and all that. But in home, I gotta shut up. But again, thank you, and to my two boys. They know. They say when dad gets stressed, I used to drink it that time. I used to drink. They tell me, they asked tell the mom, what? Dad get frustrated, get stressed. Yeah, no bother him. But again, kidding aside, all this came. Appreciate, this receiving this distinguished service award. But again, I'm pretty sure other members, deserve more than what I think I did it, because and being Puna Hongwanji, I say, we can all work together. It's for the temple, and I got to thanks to Reverend Tomioka being young minister. He bringing the temple together, like like even when Reverend Earl came, he said, I remember. For Puna Hongwanji, you gotta make it exposure to the community, which I see, is more community oriented. Before was only you see the older ones, only church, the older ones. But I guess being for young ones, membership wise, it's changing. So we moving ahead. We're getting forward. So again, thanks to all the folks, young members, because age-wise, I feel older than JC talent. But that only joke. But again, thank you again for you folks, all you folks' hard work and what you folks did for Puna Hongwanji. And sensei, thank you, marigato ne. So again, thank you so much.
At morning when day awakes, and fresh the sun climbs high, as even over life's land, there dawns golden light. The Buddha's great light infuses me with a bountiful vitality to do what day's duty calls, to my best and to my joy. A wonderful life, a wonderful life. My life each day is born anew. My life each day is born anew. At evening, when day is spent, and quiet the stars reappear, as even over life's sea, their light starry sky. The Buddha's great power infuses me with a deepening serenity when I look back on the day as its sorrows and its joys. A wonderful vow, a wonderful life. My life each day grows in beauty. My life each day grows in beauty. The Buddha's great light infuses me with a bountiful vitality to do what day's duty calls, to my best and to my joy. A wonderful light, a wonderful life. My life each day is born anew. My life each day is born anew.
I hope you enjoy and learn about our three members who made a great contribution to the Tenpanden community and also as a resident minister of Puna Hongwanji Buddhist Temple. Again, I thank you enough for your time, effort, helping and then supporting out of your schedule. Thank you so much. I came to Puna Hongwanji 2017, 3 years ago when I was young. When I came to Puna Hongwanji, I had everything. I had personage. I had this beautiful temple building. I had columbarium, kitchen, bathroom, groups, affiliates, everything. I have it. When I came here, I had everything. Why did I have everything? That is because of you. And then your parents or our pastor members, ministers, and then people who supporting this Puna Hongwanji. Then therefore I had everything. You are part of our history. Such a rich history we are in together. As a minister, it's my honor to serve this temple. So, like a tree grows from the seed to growing. Our ancestors, pastor members, they took care of the tree. Now we are receiving the fruits of the tree. We can take a rest under the shade. We can enjoy the fruits as a temple. So it's our turn. If we deeply appreciate this Puna Hongwanji Ohana tree, we enjoy, cherish, appreciate it, and then do our best. What we can do to pass this Puna Hongwanji Ohana temple to future generations. Today, our 3 members showing us through their actions and their life. Again, it is my honor and then so humble. I will do my best. I humbly ask your support so that we can continue to share this joy of Buddha Dharma Nembutsu together. Again, I'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Kiyosumi, Mr. Roy Toma, Mr. Glenn Watarida, and their family who supporting them too. Thank you so much. Mahalo, arigato. Thank you. Now we do have a Nembutsu chanting. Please put your hand together in Gassho. So we do have a few announcements. So next Sunday is 9 o'clock in the every Sunday service online. And then tomorrow Monday is a message for children. And the title is It's Mine, Not Yours. And then Tuesday is a Buddhism class. We are learning about the impermanence. And then Wednesday is a 7 o'clock online service. And then title is Am I Happy? And also every Wednesday, Honpa Hongwanji Mission Hawaii makes a Mahalo video for healthcare treasurers and the essential workers. So please go to YouTube and then search Honpa Hongwanji Mission Hawaii. You can find the video. So again, please stay safe and healthy. Again, still we are having more people coming to Big Island too from the other place. So therefore, let us do our part to protect myself and the people we are caring to make it happen. We get to do our part. Let us deeply do our best. So again today, thank you so much for your time and have a beautiful Sunday and a peaceful Monday too. Thank you so much. Mahalo.
When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's I also offer when touched by kindness to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as flowers on its flames, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in gasho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does light each day.